Hey everyone, welcome back to the course. So, till now we have seen what distributed ledger technology is, and we have also understood some of the key concepts related to transactions, smart contracts, and protocols which are part of the distributed ledger technology. Now, one of the important distributed ledger technology is the Hyperledger blockchain, which is being developed by the Linux Foundation. So, in this lecture, we are going to go across different Hyperledger projects and get ourselves acquainted with the Hyperledger technology. So, what is Hyperledger? Hyperledger is an open source collaborative effort created to advance the blockchain technology. Hyperledger is an effort started by Linux Foundation within collaboration with multiple companies and multiple enterprises. Hyperledger was initially founded in 2016 with 30 corporate members, but now they have grown up to 200 members, which also includes IBM, Intel, Cisco, SAP, Baidu, and much more. Currently, Linux Foundation has also launched 70 plus open source organizations based on Hyperledger. They are continuously growing and keep on increasing different suites and different projects which they can bring up to the table. Hyperledger suite is divided into two types of subcategories. One is Hyperledger framework and the other one is Hyperledger tools. Hyperledger framework are the projects using which you can build the actual blockchain. There are many different frameworks available for you to utilize and build up the blockchain. Some of the major frameworks and projects which are running under Hyperledger are Hyperledger Borrow. This provides a modular blockchain client with a permission smart contract interpreter similar to the Ethereum virtual machine. This project is contributed by Monax and also co-sponsored by Intel. Then you have Hyperledger Fabric. This is one of the major projects for blockchain applications in Hyperledger suite. This one is led by the team at IBM and they are working continuously to improve the Hyperledger Fabric for your permission blockchain. Then you have Hyperledger Grid. Hyperledger Grid is a new project which started in 2019 and this project is for the integration of different suites and tool sets for the creation of a supply chain network. Then you have Hyperledger Indy. Hyperledger Indy is more of a decentralized identity based solution which was coming into base due to the digital identity management. This project was initially started with Evernium and later it was donated to the Sovereign Foundation. Then you have Hyperledger Aroha. Hyperledger Aroha is a chain based on Byzantine fault tolerance algorithm called Sumuragi. This project is initially contributed by Soramitsu, Hitachi, Entity Data, and Kolu. And finally, we have Hyperledger Sawtooth. Hyperledger Sawtooth is a modular platform for building and deploying blockchain applications. This is using a new kind of consensus algorithm which is known as proof of elapsed time. This project is currently managed by the Intel organization. After Hyperledger frameworks, we also have Hyperledger tools. Hyperledger tools are the tool sets which actually support the framework. They provide you much more capabilities and functionalities which you can utilize to build on top of your frameworks. There are some of the major tools which could help you to build your complete network with the Hyperledger umbrella suite. Some of the most prominent tool sets are Hyperledger Composer. This is a tool which is used for building the business application on top of the deployed blockchain. So basically when we talk about Hyperledger Composer, we are actually relating it with the smart contracts itself. It's a very easy to learn tool which will help you to create the business applications or your logical calculations which you can use to build up the contracts and deploy across a distributed ledger. Then you have Hyperledger Explorer. This is very similar to your Blockchain Explorer, which helps you to create a user-friendly web application where a user can view, invoke, deploy or query the details about the blockchain. You can query the different relevant data for the ledger, and this project is initially contributed by IBM, Intel and DTCC. Then we have Hyperledger Cello, which is more of like a on-demand service of deployment model for blockchain ledgers. This is very similar to the Infura application which we have over the Ethereum. This project is initially contributed by IBM, Soramitsu, Hawaii, and Intel. Then we have Hyperledger Caliper. As the name suggests, this is a performance-based tool. This helps you to benchmark your ledger or projects which you are working with. This is contributed by Hawaii, Hyperchain, Oracle, Bitwise, Soramitsu, IBM, and the Budapest University of Technology and Economics. Then we have Hyperledger Quilt. Hyperledger Quilt is an interoperable protocol which can be used to work with different kinds of network. This is one of the major projects which can solve multiple problems related to blockchain right now, where we can create the networks and we can interoperate the networks and finally have a complete, much more sophisticated solution. This project is currently being taken by Entity Data and Ripple. Finally, we have Hyperledger Ursa. Hyperledger Ursa is also a new project which started in 2019, and this is more of a shared cryptographic library that could enable people and projects to avoid duplicating the cryptographic world. So it's more of like, suppose you are working with Hyperledger Fabric or you are working with Hyperledger Sawtooth, we are duplicating the cryptography material which we are using there. So by using Hyperledger Ursa, we don't need to actually set up the cryptographic material inside the blockchain network. We can use this tool set to derive all the certificates, all the private keys and public keys to work with our network. This project is currently being worked upon by the developers from Fabric, Indy, and Sawtooth. Those are some of the projects and frameworks which are running inside the Hyperledger, and these projects and frameworks together forms the complete network for us. This Hyperledger community is continuously growing, but the first project, which is the major project with Hyperledger, was Hyperledger Fabric. This project has grown a lot and is continuously being employed at different stages at different industries. So now let's go and see that what Hyperledger Fabric is. Thank you, and if you have any queries, feel free to contact us at info@v2blocks.com.